Georgia Peach. We're gonna get in here with Johnny Patry with astrological predictions for all signs.
Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the coming year of 2023 for the sign of Aries. So if your ascendant rising sign is in Aries or your moon sign, this is the one you're going to listen to. But I want to remind everyone out there, I am not talking about Western tropical astrology. I am a Vedic sidereal astrologer. And I believe that this will really help you get in alignment for the year if you know your Vedic sidereal signs. So if you don't, if you want to know what your ascendant rising sign is in Vedic astrology, go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org, and click on the free chart calculator. Put in your information, and it will give you, if you'll scroll down, don't try to read those charts, if you'll scroll down to the bottom, and where you see it says AS, that's your ascendant. Now, the ascendant is based on your time of birth. Now,
I'm Cancer. I'm Cancer rising in Vedic.
Example of what you're going to be feeling through the year. You're going to listen to your moon sign, so I want you to listen to both. Now, when you go to my chart calculator, scroll all the way to the bottom
moon in Vedic as well as in tropical.
That's your moon sign. It will be very clear what your ascendant and moon sign are. So, with that, let us proceed to, if you have an ascendant rising sign in Aries or your moon sign sits in the sign of Aries, this will be a year of new beginnings for you. And I know you want to hear that. Why? Because I know that it hadn't been that easy for you at all, because I want to say that transiting Jupiter between now through the end of April, it's been in your 12th house. So you felt like between the beginning of the year till April, you're finishing up a lot of new projects right before a new beginning and a brand new start that it's about to unveil in your life. It's huge. It's exciting. But you've got to finish up things. And another thing, throughout the past year up till April, you've probably had a lot of things come back from the past. You've had some old memories and things you've had to deal with in the past. Now, another thing I can see for you is that till April, maybe you've had some opportunities to travel abroad. It could be to another country, but you will have wonderful experiences traveling, getting away, and also going deep into your spiritual studies. That's between, well, it's part of last year of 2022, but all the way through into April. But starting the end of April, all the way to the end of the year, your life is going to open up and change. You're going to see the world through a different lens. Transiting Jupiter is going to come across your ascendant where Rahu is sitting, and this makes for major shifts. It's going to be a time when you feel more optimistic, no more of dealing with the past and worries. It's time to move forward. And Jupiter in the first house can make you very progressive, change the way you believe a lot of things about your life. You're moving forward now, no more backtracking. And this will take place starting the end of April all the way through the end of the year. Major progressive changes. And especially if you think about the end of May and June, there's going to be some new awakenings, revivals, spiritual movement. You're ready to get out and experience life. It's time for inspiration and change. Now, Saturn has just shifted for you. So Saturn being in your 11th house, it's time to eliminate a lot of the people in your life that have dragged you down, that have been so negative and drain your energy. It's time to clear the decks, clear the air. Any of these old friendships or people, they just need to be eliminated in life. So when you close one door, another opens. I see you coming into new friendships and new people and new associations. But first, you've got to close that door. So you might feel a little lonely, but remember, this year is truly about your self-esteem and progress and change within yourself. Everything is opening and growing. But I'll tell you something, because there's all these new developments within yourself and seeing your life and yourself through a different lens, a lot of old relationships and things about relationships have got to change. So if you've had a relationship that's pretty much been self-serving for the other person, you're going to find that it's time to support yourself. Let that go. If you're married or in a relationship, it's time for you to be more about you. It's okay to be a little selfish this coming year because it's about your new discoveries, taking up, doing the things that you have been leaving behind because you've been worrying too much and taking too much attention for all the other people, particularly in your personal relationships. And it is true that if there's somebody from your past that you've been thinking about, they may come back. Now, this could be a revival in a relationship based on the fact that K2 will be in your 7th house. So it's time to look back, but mainly I get, if you're married and you're in a steady relationship, it is time for you to start doing for you instead of them. And your own self-development and self-esteem, everything is changing this year because you're going to feel more progressive, more opportunities are going to come, that is for certain, and your whole life is about to transpire and change for the good. You may even find that you're going to be looking at some changes at where you live. You just feel like a whole new world's opened up. You don't think the same way. This is what's so important for you to recognize and realize. So I'm also looking at the time that in the fall, please be aware that relationships are going to be the issue of things that you're going to have to look at. And I apologize saying the fall. If you're in Australia, it is your spring. You're in the southern hemisphere. So we have to realize that that relationships have been bringing you down, and it's time to really focus on you, your self-esteem, your new projects, your creativity, because a lot of opportunities are going to present themselves. This is a new year, a new time. And you know, this doesn't come all the time. So one thing I do want to warn you of, though, because things are good, because you're very progressive and out there, lots of action, you might be a little opulent in your eating patterns, because when Jupiter or Rahu are in the 1st house, it can mean you can grow and get bigger. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for you, but you know, most people, they need to watch their diet and not overdo or overeat or over excess in any way in this particular time frame. This really takes root and takes place from the end of April through the end of the year. So let's be a little bit more balanced in the way we take care of ourselves, but it is time for inspiration and growth and a new life. So with that, I'd like to close. Remember, if you would like to learn astrology from me, you can always go to my university. I have a new start date, January 25th. Semester 1 begins. So go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you. I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the sign of Taurus for the year of 2023. If your ascendant, rising sign, or moon sign sit in Taurus, but please, I have to remind everyone, I feel like a broken record, but I have to remind everyone, please, for the first time, if you're watching these, look for your Vedic sidereal placements, not your tropical Western. So that means if your moon or your ascendant are in Taurus in the sidereal. How can you find that out? Go to my website. I have a free chart calculator, galacticcenter.org. Go to the free chart calculator, put in all your information, but scroll all the way to the bottom to where it says AS, that's your ascendant, or MO, that's your moon. Those are the signs I want you to focus in on to listen to for this predictive year of 2023. So moving on into 2023, I do want you to know that, well, this past year and pretty much the past year of most of 2022, but all the way this will continue till the end of April of 2023, that you've been meeting a lot of very influential people. There's been new friends, new groups, new associations. You've really had the desire and the need to come together with others, and new friends have appeared, and people that have helped you considerably, even in the prospect of making money, expanding your wealth. This has been a good run for that. Now, another thing, if you have an older sibling, they will become more prominent and important in your life between now and the end of April. Now, another thing is, I want to say that prospects around money change are going to be good, but when we change the signs, Jupiter changes signs the end of April of 2023, and it will be in the sign of Aries till the end of the year. So this will make you withdraw more within, because Jupiter and Rahu will be in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house has a lot of beautiful spiritual meanings, and you're going to withdraw more, looking for truth and answers within, looking towards spirit. You will rest better. You will have very vivid dreams, because heaven knows last year you didn't sleep as well, but the sleep and the connection to your subconscious mind will be profound and deep. And another thing, people will come back from your past, people that you haven't heard of in many long years. And this will be healing. This will be healing, and it will be a wonderful experience to come back with old connections that you haven't visited in so many years. This will be just expanding your mind, your consciousness with the old sentimental feelings. Now, another thing is, with Jupiter Rahu in your 12th house, you will have the opportunity to probably travel abroad. Now, remember, this is the end of April through the end of the year. Traveling abroad, connecting to foreign people, foreigners, and maybe even just they come into your space and you work with foreign people. This will be very life expanding to understand how other people live and be connected more to these foreign places and foreigners. It's a very positive experience. This is a time of long distance travels. Now, another thing is, while Jupiter and Rahu are there, Ketu will be in the 6th house. The 6th house is the house that deals with health and healing. And this is a time for you to really look at your diet, your habits, your health regimes, and improve on them. Get healthier, get stronger, because you're probably going to need it. Otherwise, some things may crop up that you didn't know about. The way you eat and your digestion has to be tested and looked at. A lot of patterns in your life have to be changed. Another thing is, during this time, that if in the work element, in your place of work, you will find that coworkers will change. Maybe people drop out, or you're not associated with them, or you just don't connect with them. Now, if you own your own business, be aware that people may just quit working for you when you least expect it, and probably when you need them the most. But be aware that there's going to be a loss around work, workers, employees, or co-workers. It's going to change. That's going to change course. And take care of your health. This is very, very important, especially when we get around the months of October, November of 2023. Pay attention to your health. Now, also, Saturn is going to be in your 10th house. Heaven forbid. Your work has become quite dreary or monotonous or heavy. You might be looking at wanting to change jobs, careers, because you want more purpose in your life. If your job has become very boring or non-purposeful, where you don't feel a sense of purpose, you're going to want to change. And you may think you're doing a great job, which I'm sure you are, but your heart's not into it. And therefore, when your heart's not into it, you'll find that things will go haywire at work. Your boss won't be so good to you.
Sun, moon, and stars, and two. Greetings, suns and moons, and of course I have to welcome back all my stars. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the mothership. I do appreciate all of you for your likes, your donations, your shares, the confirmations you send me through email, the positive energy you show me, the positive energy you show yourself, and overall the positive way you show up in the planet. Now, with that being said, let's get in there like a swimwear. Now, you know, I got to remind people and warn people, I got a doppelganger, a copycat, a replica, a clone. I want to be me, but try and do it better than me. An English professor, a WhatsApp bandit, and a voodoo high priest or priestess all floating through that comment section, but I also got a lot of love. That voodoo high priest or priestess is promising to get your love back for a small fee of $39.99. All you got to do is sign your life away on the dotted line. Do not fall for the okie doke people. If you have to bend someone's will for them to be with you or for you to be with them, they don't need you, and you definitely don't need them. This is past, present, or future energies. Parts may resonate with you, parts may not. Take what's for you and leave the rest. Now, before I move on, okay, I'm going to interpret these cards. We have the Seven of Fire, okay? I'm hearing defending your honor, defeating the dragon, okay? A fire-breathing dragon that has a lot to say. Now, I must admit, right, that the, what word do I use? The synchronicities that play out between me and the collective of people that I'm here to guide are astronomical, okay? So when you leave your comments, that tells me that I'm indeed, I don't want to say ministering to, but that's the word that came up in my mind, the right people, right? I'm not a religious person. I'm not a spiritual guru. I'm not an influencer, and I don't want to be seen as one. So I hope that people are not getting the wrong idea about why I'm here and what my platform is based on, right? Okay. Now, because I received an interesting comment, I went back and I viewed my latest upload, okay? And because I'm trying to find out where do people get these bright ideas, but as I was viewing it, it made a lot of sense, because not only do I interpret the cards, I interpret energy. And while when I receive these comments, it's kind of like you giving me access to your energy. Okay, it's not me bending your will or pulling cards without your permission. This is not just with tarot, this is with everyday life. Every time you sign your name on a document, every time you go outside, you speak to someone, especially if you lay down with an individual, you're giving them access to your energy. So this is why you got to be mindful of your temple. And this is what a lot of doctrines preach about. Some people understand it, some people understand it, some people overstand it. But because I received a comment, I was like, okay, well, what would make this person think this, right? And so I'm watching the video because, mind you, a lot of times when it's readings that are difficult like that, they don't necessarily make sense to me when I'm interpreting them. But when I go back and I review it, okay, I say, okay, well, this makes sense, right? But to someone that is sitting in that energy, whether if they are the culprit or they are the person that's being victimized, I'm not calling you a victim, it makes perfect sense to them, right? And so, again, a lot of times people expose themselves when they are trying to create a narrative, all right? And so I didn't see anything that would give this person the idea that whatever they were saying, whatever I was saying was something that was a made up story or a projection of what's going on in my life. But what I did notice is at the end of that video, I said, my grandfather used to say, rub your stomach and pat your belly. What I meant to say was my grandfather used to say, rub your stomach and pat your head. And so I was like, okay. Let me address that. So I came on and I wanted to clear that up. Now, also, we're talking about synchronicities, right? And so I'm like, it's nothing new for me when Mercury retrograde goes into retrograde. I usually experience it like 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after, right? Where my communication is all discombobulated, my equipment and things of that sort. So I wanted to come on and address that also. And shout out to the astrologers that are posting when they need to pose, okay, even if it's just a meme, because you give clarity when you don't necessarily mean to, all right? So I just wanted to say that. And so it's interesting enough that the Seven of Fire comes out and we're talking about defense, defending yourself against a fire-breathing dragon or someone that just wants to take you out or they want to be a protagonist in your life, okay? This could be you defending a project or defending your stance on something. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles here, this is someone that may have took advantage of you or what you had to offer. With the message from water, we're talking about, I'm hearing telepathic communication, but this could be you following your sixth sense, okay? This could also be a business owner. You could be this business owner, Shala here, that is the emperor, okay? They may be getting guided by you, guiding you, helping you in the spiritual realm, whether if you know it or not. This is someone that is following their higher purpose. This is talking about communication. Now, you could be this person that is in communication with your ancestors, or this person may even be actually communicating with you, right? But I feel like this is a spiritual thing. Okay, so you're helping each other, whether if you know it or not, by following your higher self and not stooping low, okay, and to essentially trade places with this fire-breathing dragon, because somebody wants to pull the negative energy that they feel you may have out of you. But when you reach a certain level of mastery, you start to understand why people do the things that they do and why they are triggered by you walking in your truth. Okay. So we're talking about opportunity. Okay. Opportunity to heal your finances, your love life, to be at peace, accepting a cycle closing, a new one beginning. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this is someone that wants to work with their person. Okay. 3 or 5. They want to work with you. You want to work with them. My nails are chipping. I know it's not a big deal for a lot of y'all, but little things like that I pay attention to. All right. So we're talking about communication. You have someone's full attention. Okay.
Hold on a second here.
Now, I will not solicit you for my services. I will not reach out to you. I do not offer personal sessions at this time. When and if I do decide or I'm guided to do so, I will announce it, okay? I don't do the personal sessions for various reasons, okay? Either show me what it is I need to see. Now, with all that being said, this is past, present, or future energies. Parts may resonate with you, parts may not. Take what's for you and leave the rest. This could be somebody in your environment, someone thinking of you, you're thinking of them, an ex, a coworker, a boss, a passed over loved one. You may or may not know these individuals. Check the description box for any information, okay, that you may need. All right. Check the community boards. I want to welcome all my loyal subscribers, my viewers, those of you that donate, those of you that send well wishes, that pray for me, okay? We're all on different paths to enlightenment, so keep that in mind, all right? I had to learn to be sensitive to other people's plights because as you grow, you learn, right? When you know better, you do better, as the saying goes, okay? A cycle is complete. Now, for some of you, somebody's confused by a cycle being complete, or they are confused by what to do, okay, where to go after they've completed this cycle. All right, somebody could have been praying for forgiveness, praying for direction, or something like that. We have the dorms and the knowns. Okay, so we're talking about facing challenges with your finances, or this person is, okay? I'm hearing something about an enabler. Somebody's imbalanced here. This is somebody that indeed is confused because they don't know maybe how you got in this position that you got in. All right, for some of you, somebody left you with unanswered questions here. We're talking about comprehension. You also may be trying to formulate a plan, like having to do with travel. Some of you, you're having to save your money. Some of you, you're realizing something having to do with your money, okay? Either show me what it is I need to see. This is about you being realistic, and here we have it. You definitely faced a challenge here. You completed something that was challenging. You're dealing with somebody that was cold-blooded. Possibly you were having some sort of issue absorbing some information. This could be like things happening with your metabolism. Okay, there's some sort of imbalance here, but you have a strong will. With salamanders coming out on the fence like that,
I'll get it in a minute.
some of you, you're still in the thick of it. Or you may be confused by that one to come out on the so yeah. It wanted to come out on the fence. So before I move forward, I just want to okay, there's some sort of imbalance here, but you have a strong will. With salamanders coming out on the fence like that, okay, some of you, you're still in the thick of it. Or you may be confused by that one to come out on the so yeah. It wanted to come out on the fence. So before I move forward, I just want to, interpret this. Because that wanted to come out on the fence, we definitely have someone not using their intuition, or their intuition is blocked. Now, Oshun is the high priestess in this tarot deck. The major arcanas do not go reverse, but I get what's happening here. All right. We have someone that's faking the funk. They faking it to make it. This could also be someone that practices divination with lower vibrational energies. Okay, this is definitely someone that you outrank. We're speaking about hierarchy. I feel like this may piggyback off the last reading that I did. Okay, we have someone trying to manifest, or someone trying to interpret something, and they are confused, or possibly causing confusion. Okay, because it has something to do with somebody's wealth, with message from Earth. All right, so someone could have had some form of divination done, and the information that they interpreted was themselves. I did a reading about a year or two ago where it talked about someone was pulling cards, not reason they were pulling their own energy. They thought that they had access to you, but this person was confused. When the salamanders card come out, this is telling me that this is someone that's spiritually high ranking, but this also tells me that you were dealing with a cold-blooded individual, because for you to reach this type of mastery status, you had to experience the other side of the game. And the earth card, we're talking about a cycle incomplete, you gaining knowledge. Okay, some of you could have did a reversal, or it was automatically reversed, or you were released from some sort of stronghold. Could have something to do with your money, your beauty, the finer things in life. Okay, yeah. So somebody's communicating with the ops about somebody's inheritance, somebody's money. Either show me what it is. I need to see. Some of you were dealing with someone, or you are someone that lacks empathy. Okay, this could be distorted communication. You may be one of the signs that are highly affected by Mercury retrograde, and it went right on top of the Salamanders card. So this is the 1111 card in traditional tarot. Okay, but for this particular deck, this is the ancestors. So we're definitely talking about something that was gifted to you by your ancestors. Okay, you're coming out of a time of bad health. Okay, not trusting your intuition. Okay, but if there was some sort of reversal, or some energy sent back or blocked, this person that initiated is in bad health. They may be trying to hide it. All right, I feel like this wants to gain access to you, but your boundaries is up. They cannot penetrate your spiritual wall that you have. Okay, so I feel like you and your divine counterpart are allies in this situation. Now, because so many people focus on the mundane, worldly things, they spend a lot of time trying to block off people's relationships, finances, things that their livelihood, to throw you off focus, to throw this person off focus, so you can't focus on the task at hand. All right. So we have the protection of, this is giving me, with this combination like this, somebody was being protected from a financial loss. Okay. Again, I do feel like this has something to do with the last reading. Somebody felt like they were going to gain something by causing some sort of confusion, when it has to do with somebody using their intuition, or somebody in some form of priesthood. The high priestess deals with the occult, esoteric, hidden knowledge, secrets. Okay, sometimes it could come up as third party energy. All right, but somebody is in bad health right now with the 9 of fire. We're talking about some sort of action that was taken in the past. Okay, you having the courage to move forward. Either show me what it is. Yeah, so this is confusion, that is confusion, but this is leaning more so as a lie, and it's causing somebody stress. This was somebody that had a lapse of judgment here. Okay, they were blocked off, crown chakra not working correctly. Okay, or if this is someone that was trying to intuit something here, they don't have access to you or access to the spirit realm. The doors is closed to this person. All right, so we're definitely speaking about a choice that was made by you, or by someone else in the past here. I keep getting that energy of traveling. Somebody's confused about how you moved forward, or where you're going to go. Do you have enough money? Do they have enough money? Either show me what it is I need to see. Here we have the outcast. Okay, so this is someone that, they want you to be rejected. Okay, they want some information that you may display to be rejected here. They want to cause confusion surrounding someone that is in their calling. Okay, this is like somebody trying to force something to be true and it's not, and they're confused here. I feel like this person have done this multiple people. All right, whatever was done towards you, whoever's in this high priest energy, it was rejected with the outcast here, because definitely whoever participated in this, it was done to block you. To get you from gaining clarity, to stop a cycle from going forward. For some of you, this could actually be like a dark night of the soul or a Saturn return. Okay, you may have been in a cycle where you couldn't get no help. There wasn't clarity. Communication was off. Things was just going haywire in your life here. Okay, or currently is. If you are in this situation right now, is being done for you to use your intuition or for you to step up to a calling here. Either show me the sun, okay, the sun and Shango. I'm trying to tell you, this is clarity over something that took place that was dishonest, having to do somebody facing the uphill, and when it comes to their work, their investments. Okay, that someone to come out. Somebody could be depressed, or somebody's going to realize something. Okay, having to do with your foundation, their foundation, or some form of structure here. You can show me what it is. Somebody's trying to take something from someone. Yeah, and here we have it. Somebody's trying to take something. We got the 5 of air. We have Beelzebub and the 7 of air. So this is someone trying really hard to get people to move away from you. Some sort of action was locked off. The 4 of fire speaks about celebrations, contracts, going home, finding your place. Okay. Yeah. Of course, this could be your divine counterpart, and for some of you, this is what's actually happening. I feel like there is confusion because somebody was focusing on the tangible, like the coming together physically, and not really focus on the spiritual aspect of what was taking place. For me, if you consider yourself a twin, you have a telepathic connection with your true divine counterpart, and possibly with a false flame as well. So there could have been confusion as to who was doing what, who was the actual true partner in your life and your divine counterpart life. Because I do feel like I'm picking up 2 different perspectives. You and your divine counterpart. All right. Now, this is only supposed to bring clarity. This is not for you to gain some insight. You may gain insight from this reading. And if that is the case, it's like a warning for something to take place in the future. This is not to give you like access to someone else's what they're doing. Although you may get that, this is not what my readings are for. Okay. We got fairies and sylphs. So we're talking about spiritual gifts, spiritual enlightenment, protection, most definitely. Protection from the unknown. Okay. Protection of something that you are trying to manifest. You could be teaching a class, attending a class. You could be in some form of arts. For some of you, you are in this state of, I don't want to say stagnation, but it could be you feeling melancholy. Okay. This is being done so you can gain some form of recognition about your spiritual gifts, clairvoyance, clairaudience. All right. We're talking about an increase in those gifts here. You're hypersensitive at this time because this is about something that you are investing in, something you are manifesting, something earthly bound. Okay. You could be multitasking in a sense where you have multiple projects that you are embarking in or you are going to. And this is why you have people that are in this deceitful type of energy. Yeah. Hungry. But I'm hearing barking up the wrong tree, because here we have the 7 of air. So we're talking about betrayal here, thievery, most definitely with the 5 of air and the 7 of air. This is spiritual bullying. Okay. Physical bullying, abuse of power, abuse of control, possibly using lower vibrational energies to do so, or somebody is just really materialistic. They're focused on themselves here. But with this, over this, like that, I feel like something was like wrapped up. Okay. This person may be feeling hopeless, like they don't know, they worked really hard to block off someone's pathway. Yeah, and you're being protected with the guardian angel and the village, that is the tower card. Yeah, look at that. We're talking about a victory here, a victory of over the unknown. Okay, so this is happening unbeknownst to you. Okay, just by you being in the right place at the right time. Now, how am I going to, not quite sure if I want to do a part two. We shall see. Either show me what it is I need to see. The world card here, the earth card, for some of you, you could be traveling, but your work may travel. You can work online. Okay, you may be confused about, you could be confused about some work that you want to do. You could be filling out applications online. Interesting enough, I split those cards here at 33 and 14 in reverse. That is not a coincidence here. And so if I pause or if I slow down, it's for me to gather my wits. Okay. Again, anytime the Mercury retrograde comes out, I have to slow down. That is the nature of Mercury retrograde. And not only that, I want to have clear communication. So I don't see it as an obstacle. I see it as a way to advance and grow. All right. We're definitely talking about a change of perspective. With the air card being here reversed, when I looked at it, all I felt was the ace of air in reverse, right? And we do have that. Okay. We're talking about poor judgment, dishonesty, not being able to think clearly. All right. Silence here. Somebody mistook somebody's words or silence as a win here. Okay. You could be healing in silence, but this person here, they're not awakened. Okay. If this is someone, yeah, look at that. Mercury. They're not. Mercury and dreams in reverse. Okay, they're not awakened. They don't think clearly. Now, this may be someone that is good with words. I heard wordsmith. They're good with words. They're good with manipulating people, confusing people, getting people to doubt certain individuals. But when you encounter someone like that and you are in like a diabolical, deceitful type of energy, this type of energy exposes that. And so I feel like there's a whole push and pull in a sense where somebody's trying to make this person that sits here in the middle like a target. And what it's going to do is expose everything that they've done in the dark. Okay. Not just from this person, this high priestess, but the whole collective of people that this person is sent here to help. Okay, that's the nature of this individual. It's kind of like your soul tribe, right? And so once the information is put out, it is going to go to different people. Okay, so for instance, if this is a reader, once they expose that information, something that was hidden, other people that's a part of this priestess soul tribe, whether they know it or not, they're going to be able to explain different variations of what was taking place with this person that was in this deceitful energy. So it's kind of like, I'm hearing a win-win. All right. It's no coincidence, okay, or no secret. 33. At least you know, it shouldn't be a secret to whoever that's in this intuition, high priest type of energy. That's my master number. That's a master teacher. That is a spiritual trailblazer. This is someone, if they're not in like some form of spirituality, maybe they should be, but this is somebody that's complete and whole by themselves. This could also be someone that's going through ascension. But since I cut it in reverse, this tells me that whoever was trying to target this person, male or female, you could be male or female, and they were doing this to you, they definitely did it with a lie. Whatever was communicated was a lie. Whatever they tried to, what word do I use? Whatever they tried to focus on, make go viral or make stick to this person was a lie. So no matter how they try to cover up their tracks, is more and more will be exposed about those individuals that was in this deceitful energy. That's the nature of the high priestess. Some might not want to believe that. Of course, they're not going to believe that if they are in the distorted energy, and they definitely are. And it's multiple people. Okay, it's multiple people. It's like the jealousy and envy of someone because of something that is gifted to them or something that they inherited, or just you upgrading, ascending, getting the new position, standing in your truth. That's very intimidating to someone that just wants to see you in a low place. Why is the Earth card here, please? This is sad here. So for some of you, you're going to realize you have allies. Others of you, and or you're going to realize that the people that you thought you could count on are diabolical. They can't be trusted. Okay. For some of you, since that Mercury energy came out, people from your past are going to start, I'm hearing, rearing their ugly heads, okay? People that may have felt like they had one up on you, people that want to stay in communication with you. In this type of energy, you're going to start thinking about from your past. You may look those people up, or they're looking you up, they're thinking about you, and so you're picking up on that energy. We're talking about honesty. We're talking about honesty here. Clarity, using your instincts, okay? Trusting your emotion. Delays in reverse. So somebody's no longer being blocked off. So this person was trying to delay your success is what I'm picking up. Obviously through some sort of work. All right. Their time ran out. Okay. Their time ran out. Somebody could be crying a lot. The water could be significant, obviously. 7 of water. Why is this here? I'm hearing dazed and confused. By a choice, or somebody has too many choices. Somebody is indecisive. Oh, okay. Listen now. Mercury retrograde. I feel the need to say, do not make any big ticket purchase items during this Mercury retrograde period. And not only that, prepare for delays. Prepare for hiccups. If you deal with, I'm hearing e-commerce for some of you, or you work online, you could be a content creator. You may have to keep redoing something. You may feel like you did something and you didn't. You're going to find like little mishaps possibly if you redo, like rewatch your work like I did earlier. Okay. We're talking about a lost love with Venus here in reverse. Okay. So somebody was using some form of divination. Neptune here, we're definitely talking about dazed and confused, right? about a high priestess, or they were wanting to be a high priestess or in a high position. Somebody wanted to be the go-to person. Somebody was attempting to find cracks in your foundation, but they cannot. With fissures here in reverse, that is giving me more water energy, emotions, okay, dreams. Okay, something is not open. This person was trying to find cracks in your foundation and something that you do. Okay, yeah, that's water energy. Okay, just I mean, it's not necessarily a water sign, but we did see the water sign. But what I mean by it's not the symbol, but it is the symbol for water. Obviously, it is a water sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Neptune is Pisces energy with this. What is this called? Like a gill? Or I don't know what that's called. In reverse, like that. That's the symbol for water, but it's red. So somebody could be an alchemist, okay, and somebody's confused why something is not taking, something's not sticking. If they did binding work to bind your finances, okay, it's not sticking, it's going back to them. Somebody was very passionate about presenting some sort of illusion, and they are confused. There's an emotional imbalance. Doors and knowns speak, and with this card speaks about an imbalance here. Okay, somebody. This particular card doesn't have any abundance surrounding it. Now, depending on what you believe in, for me, the dwarves and the gnomes, they protect, like they have a protection element in regards to finances. There's nothing to protect there. Earlier we seen the dwarves card with me surrounding it, okay? So somebody's confused here, okay? They possibly wanted to confuse you, to block off your finances, to block off your livelihood. They could have been doing some sort of mirror magic or projection here with Venus being here in reverse. This could be, excuse me, that's the Empress, you know. But in reverse, this is like either somebody that wants to be a twin. This could be like a spouse. This could be like a breakup. Somebody may have thought that they were going to gain some money, gain some clout. With tunnels here, this is speaking about transitions, going from one place to another. Portals, okay. Names is pretty self-explanatory here. So some of you may be getting names in the dream state. Okay, I did a reading where it talked about what was that? The equester, or something like that. And when I did like do a brief Google search of equester, it had to deal with taxes and forgiveness of sins. So of course it's going to be dependent on what belief system you fall under. Me, I am an omniist, so I'm open. Okay, so I pick up the energy of a lot of different structured religions and belief systems, and sometimes, you know, it's like impossible to know what they all mean, so you have to do research. And again, in one tradition, someone could be a saint, in another they could be a prophet, or for instance, one deity could be something of a high vibration, and another could be something of a low vibration. With Mars being here, that is divine masculine energy. What is this? Okay. I just got a notification. My bad. Okay. But it talks about aggression. It talks about action. Okay. Somebody could be having something writ up This could be about titles, okay, transition, paperwork, okay, take it slow. Could be a separation of assets, a separation of a couple. Dwarves and gnomes, why is this here? 3741 on the clock. Intuition right on top of the high priest is pretty fitting, right? So this is about your investments. You're using your intuition, trusting your gut, trusting your instincts. With insects in reverse, okay, you got rid of a pest. You got rid of a pest. You may be picking up on the energy of somebody that is very dark. Okay, this could have something to do with the dark web. It could be a web of deceit. It could be you exposing a black widow type of energy. Oh yeah, look at that. I feel like this person was trying to like actually project something while you were asleep, attach something to you while you were asleep, or create a narrative to people that may go to them for advice. It's kind of like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. All right. This person is at a crossroads. They have a choice to make, or they had a choice to make. Okay. I feel like somebody was trying to, what is that called? Attach like a monitoring spirit to someone. That went on top of your intuition was on point, or is on point when it comes down to questioning someone's motives in regards to like an investment. Okay. Yeah. You need to follow your intuition if this is regarding a business venture. Are you traveling here? Dwarves and gnomes. I'm hearing something about the last minute. Something may change for you in the last minute. Be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. Somebody may have like a beast-like mentality here. Somebody's trying to hide some form of communication. You may need to get grounded, or again, you could be having to go into solitude to get some ancestral knowledge or be able to interpret something. You're going to go into workspace. It could be some issues with your finances, so this may be a warning for you, possibly to hold back on material things. Okay, because you may be going through some form of transition or ascension, needing to get grounded. For some of you, this is about a move here. Nature could be significant. Yeah, nature could be significant for someone. Maybe you may be thinking of a place to go where it, or you may need to go to a place where it does not require like an admission fee or something like that. You may notice something about the animals or birds that are around you. Some of you may be outside in nature and you may pick up on like a different sound, like a bird or something. I don't know if somebody works at the zoo. I don't know. Some of you, somebody may have planted a tree and it attracts like animals, birds, possibly even vermin. You could be researching something here. Somebody may be trying to research your background, okay, DNA, your roots, trying to figure out where you come from and communicate. Oh yeah, and communicating here. We're talking about knowledge.
I got to end this.